Where were we? Ah yes, we had some crazy new weapons, which were apparently pre-order bonuses. Dragonbane and Barker. We'll try them out, see how ridiculously overpowered they are, and then we'll swap them out again. We also had Blood Barrier now. Does it say how we do those? I guess not. Answer the door. We just had a nice nap. The last thing we did. Hello.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
I was hoping for crisis suits. That's rather disappointing. There is nothing up here.
Sorry. There's nothing here.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
Yes, cure him with
However
wits.
do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
Sanitary reasons.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
That will be called vampires these days. Sanitary reasons. What's wrong with her face? Well, it's a hard time living in, you know, war-torn London. Disease-ridden London. Vampire-ridden London. Still can't speak to him. Very busy. I think this suit... I don't know where we got this from. Can we even change this? Guess not. I do like it though. That's fine. But I guess they don't have stats. They can still afford copious amounts of Botox. Yeah, fun fact, Botox is actually the #1 counter against vampires. Because they can't bite through it. So they all pump themselves up with Botox. That does explain the faces, yeah. So, canon lore. I believe it's in the old Dragula myths as well. Either that or garlic, I can't remember. My bowler hat is amazing. How dare you? I don't know how to get it off my head. So, it has to be amazing. What's over here? Was there a marker? Was there a marker over there? Am I blind? Apparently that is a custom marker. It doesn't look very vampirish with the hat. I mean, that's kind of the point. You can't just strut around that you're a vampire now, can you? He is a fancy gentleman doctor. No vampires here, he's just a blood transfusion expert. Now, we couldn't open this last time. Is this where... Oh, it just teleports us in there? Oh, we might get some sick lore regarding doors and invitations. Find some ferrous tartate, green and sodium hypochlorite. Okay. See if our Witcher senses help with this. I'm sure it's completely safe. Oh, that just leave. Thought I could open it. Why doesn't it say leave area or something when you click on the door? The exact same symbol as normal doors. A bit confusing. Also, it's showing keyboard. There we go. Showing controller mouse presses. Gotta be hard. Because it's not even plugged in. I think it wants us to parry attacks for some reason.
It's locked, all right.
Let's try out these new weapons. Hey, buddy. About normal damage. Oh. Can you not? Oh, I guess you can't parry with these, huh? Yeah, no. Hang on. Let me switch to my parrying stick.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Does that count as being invited? To randomly just find a key if you happen to stumble upon one? Because if so, I can foresee a lot of late night sneak action. I feel like this is such a waste. Okay, I'm gonna unequip the gun again. The damage doesn't seem that crazy compared to the normal one, so I guess the pre-order weapons aren't that OP. So I'm not gonna use them. Just for the sake of... I hate pre-order weapons and items. Is this one just better? Maybe it has different upgrades. It has damage, increased stun. Yeah, okay.
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful. I cannot enter.
Although, now that I think about it, I should probably just have the gun equipped. Because I'm not really going to be using them anyway. For melee purposes, like, there's no real point swapping to the stick. The only point is not liking the two-handed weapons, I guess. Yeah, we'll keep it equipped, in case some weird boss battle happens or something. I imagine you cannot swap weapons in combat. We need to test that. That's not a sturdy bench. Whoever made those, not IKEA quality. He just teleported.
These scales feed from
Don't
corpses
talk.
and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
The bite damage is so low. Maybe I shouldn't increase bite damage if it's going to be this low the entire time. This is already with 100% damage increase. Oh. Spot it. Oh, it has a cooldown? I didn't even know that. So, they just absorb? Nice. See, the frame rate here is a lot better than outdoors. Come on, buddy. Need to get used to that parry window. Can you parry that at all? Sure, there's a little blood left, right?
It's locked.
Sharing is caring. Local investigations. A new citizen investigation is available. Citizen investigations. You can start a new citizen investigation by tracking it with left mouse button, then access your map. Floor. I see. Okay. Sure. Possible cause of death: fast progressing pneumonia by virus-induced pulmonary consolidation. Spanish influenza.
Mr. Connor's injuries.
Sure, that's
match
right.
the report.
Blood absorb. Liston knife. Acquire a new type of offhand weapon. Equip it and directly absorb
I'd
blood.
better look into this.
Liston knife. Oh, I see. Well, that might actually be really good if we're gonna use a lot of melee claw attacks.
It's locked, all right.
Can't get over the bowler hat? Well, you'll just have to learn. Because I literally do not know how to get it off my hat. So, it's gonna teleport me out of the map. So this bowler hat is a part of me now, and you'll just have to accept me for who I am. This vampire sense is not being very useful. Witchers do it better. This was actually a normal door. Yeah, they need a different indicator for that. Why are his John Doe not his actual name? What is that? Doesn't absorb a lot of blood. Yes, shadow clones. I want shadow clones. This weapon does not generate a lot, gotta say. I am stuck. Okay. I wonder if this weapon gets a lot better once I upgrade them.
I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Does it say how much? It's generating 5. How much do I need for claw? 25. Yeah. So 5 hits takes quite a bit of time. How much do I get from a bite? I guess I cannot see that. This takes 10. So it is 2 hits for a heal, but still. Decrease stamina consumption. Absorb more. 7.5. Level 2. No, 10.5 at level 2. I upgraded fully. An instant heal. 20%, so 20, since your blood gauge is at 100. Isn't it 20% increase of what I already had? Because this is plus 100%. So I assumed this was plus 20% on top of the blood it already generated. Which is not a very good way to show it, if that's the case. Yeah, that's definitely not, because then once I get to big thirst, it's going to be 120% of my gauge. Yeah, so it's something else. Get to the real big thirst. The biggest of thirsts. Yeah, it's weird how it doesn't display that anywhere. Because I also don't know how much damage it does. And as far as I know, there's no way to see that.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Are these all going to be full of vampires? I hope so. I'm sorry, I took the wrong stairs. Didn't know you were gonna be so... Okay. I can't even take the stairs. Shh. Gotta be fancy. Light serum. Let's make some of these. And when I say some, I mean one. Do they equip those automatically, or... Yes. Can I make more now? Nope. Umbrella as a weapon? That would be amazing. You put spikes on it, amazing blood generation. I'll take it. Attack people with your umbrella until you have enough blood, and then attack them with your claws. Now that would be some iconic gameplay. Who needs a throwing axe or hammer when you could have an attack umbrella? Why are there markers on my screen? Why is it making these? Okay. Hello, good sir. Okay. I'm sorry. That takes a lot of stamina too. I think this thing seems too slow right now. Yeah, that takes forever. Swap this over again until we can maybe upgrade it. Well, these stairs do go up. Don't know if the vampire sense actually highlights. I guess not. No. Don't know why they decided not to highlight that stuff. Like, it wasn't especially fun to keep spamming the amulet in Witcher, but nevertheless. Now I have to do both, I feel. Maybe I don't have to use vampire sense unless I'm on a quest. Okay, let's see how much bite does. Okay, that's more than enough. Can I see the numbers? That's 39 on a bite. It's an odd number. You switch mid-combat? You can? This is getting risky. Is that not enough? Oh, it is. Regenerates after a bit, I see. Well, they're not messing around. Then again, I am, so maybe need to focus more. But hey, we're sciencing the combat. A watch. Is that actually an item? Junk. I guess not.
But we have some of the most brilliant minds in London at Pembroke. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Where she's all the way around.
The Pembroke is so lucky to have Dr. Reed, you know. I met him in New York.
Isn't she? Oh, she's on this.
I know I can count on you.
Also.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
She's having fun down there. Thought I could maybe ask these about the question I got.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Goodbye, nurse.
And I'm sorry for being so creepy. I'm not sorry. Part of the vampire life. Oh, I first have to craft it. I see, I see, I see. Treatment for colds, for bronchitis, and pneumonia. Used to cure a sick citizen during a dialogue. Right. I don't have any of that stuff, though. Well, guess we can level up. We can get the leap now, I think, right? Yeah. Or Shadow Veil. Spring, you perform a supernatural move to your target and cause damage upon landing. 20 whatever that is. 20 face damage. Stun damage? That's stun, I think. It's the same color as stun, at least. Deal damage around you, so this is more... No, this is different. So this is stun. That's shadow damage? I guess so. Why is the color the same as stun on this one? So it has the icon of shadow damage, but shadow damage here is red. Shadow Veil uses stamina. Already used so much stamina. What else could I get? I could increase my passives. Science. If only it was that easy. Yeah, we'll get the spring. Let's increase stamina as well. There's melee, range, blood, and shadow. Yeah, but I assumed it would be color-coded or something. Oh, I guess it's based on... It's the same color as stamina as well, so I guess it uses stamina. Maybe that's why it's the same color. To indicate that it's not using blood, maybe? A bit strange.
It's locked.
Craft the treatment for fatigue. I don't think I have that, right? Oh, I do. Thought I could maybe change my jacket there. Guess not. Okay, where are you? Senses. Toggle to look for citizen. Who are you?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital.
Do not cough in public.
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal.
Good information. People should learn that on trains.
Blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, Tonight, maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma HOWCROFT.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well,
Crazy?
Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
It's crazy.
Who are you really, Miss HOWCROFT? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
Yes.
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss HOWCROFT?
It's only a cover to hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want.
Yeah, she's
As a
not
woman,
pretending.
a spirit, fog, or bat.
Wow.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Duly noted.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
A giant morgue disguised as a hospital. That's Pembroke nowadays. Don't worry, sir. I'll be back.
Chances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Diseases decrease the blood quality of a citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Ooh, can I use the wrong one to heal them? Can I not just give them blood transfusions? That is stake in your pants. Are you trying to kill me? It's... Why can it not be both? Why do I have to pick?
My sweet girl.
Who do I use it on? Edgar, Swansea?
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
There's a fancy hat. Who are you? I too have a fancy hat.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Okay.
Goodbye, miss.
Does not want to talk about our hats.
To calm the children, Ellen. As for me. You're an idiot.
Remember, Citizen's Blood will provide you a massive XP boost. Right. Thank you, game. Thanks for the heads up.
Fear and disgust on every street.
Yeah, that's ultimately my goal as a nocturnal nightwalker. Collect all the hats. I'm only going to mesmerize those with fancy hats. How about that?
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body,
biology's penultimate frontier.
If you have microscopes, then why are you calling these diseases invisible?
We're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you.
Certainly vertiginous. Quite dull.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
Or thought up by some writers. I'm a living paradox.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Is he trying to flirt with me? We need each other.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
I can literally mesmerize.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
I mean, the person with the hat seemed impossibly delicate, but that wasn't it. Can I steal his stuff? Dear Dr. Swansea. Glad to manage the temporary morgue as soon as it's opened. That worked out well. Doctor during the war. The war taught me what a doctor really needs to know. There you go, chat. If any of you aspire to be doctors, apparently you have to go to war first. Warning letter. Strongly advise you to forbid him to perform such hazardous experiments. Audacious, daring surgeon. Now we have 2 markers. They multiply. I don't... So, okay, in order to move around the map, I have to click on the map. If I click on the map... That doesn't even work. Can I not move around the map at all? Oh, I should be able to. Oh, that's weird. So right-clicking removes the map. Left-clicking makes the markers. But dragging does nothing. Mouse wheel does nothing. Arrows do nothing. Do I have to move the map by zooming in and out? That can't be right. Maybe. It's a very practical way of moving around the map. I guess... Yeah, that works. It's a bit weird with multiple screens. Alright. Find the benefactor. Impossibly delicate. He is certainly delicate, but definitely not going to be a benefactor.
I cannot enter.
Apparently I can.
How long must I wait, damn it?
Well, that's the shiny hat.
Agenda, sir. How long's it going to take to fix me?
Loot the medical supplies. Did we read this?
Surely I can endure. The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough.
It's the vampire, right? Or she just looks stunningly similar.
And get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Yeah, that definitely is the same vampire.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again.
It's a bit worried for a moment.
Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Swansea fancies vampires.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demand.
You're a vampire. Seems like there's an easy solution to this problem.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient, or their family.
Oh. Why not solve this yourself?
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
So, why give this to me then?
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Right.
Please continue. Every detail is essential.
I'm your man.
Undead man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
We both are afflicted with a thirst for blood, Lady Ashbury. That is our nature. By vocation, we also have reason to visit the hospital. Logic dictates.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Very well. Talk to Harriet.
Oil with the fever.
The pain.
Hi.
What? What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Yeah, you're gonna lose a leg.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Shut up. It's a bit rude.
Please, calm down, madam.
Respect your elderly.
I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something.
Oh, she's so smart.
This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Branagans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Isn't that just the couple we already know about?
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
For you.
Hello again, Dr. Reed.
Oh, right. Yep,
Goodbye,
of course.
mister.
I almost forgot you.
Here again.
You're the guy that can't actually use his cross. Why is she so far away? I'm sure the one furthest away is not the one I need to be finding. It's never how this works in games, right? Find Dorothy in the area. Okay. Down here. Yeah, that looks completely normal.
We've dodged death so many times. Oswald.
Eavesdrop. Press V to activate your senses. If a citizen is behaving suspiciously, their heart will emit a distinctive glow. By looking at the citizen, you unlock a special interaction. Look for Dorothy Crane.
You can't just die like this.
Don't worry, we're safe.
Do I need to stand here?
Don't worry, we're safe.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Yeah, that's normal. Some enemies, including blind skulls and preachers, will feel your presence while using this ability. Shadow Veil. Ah. Stealth. Well, good thing we don't have it. We do have a lot of XP. Wonder what kind of level we're gonna be dealing with. I don't think the game has scaling, right?
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
These guys do have a heartbeat, so I guess vampires do have heartbeats. Huh. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it wasn't a lie. So it does use blood. I don't understand why the leap has a different color then. How much damage it does. 12? I don't understand the damage part of this. Like, that seems so irrelevant. It does basically nothing. I mean, it's a mobility skill, but... How else do you even get blood? Except for having a nice nibble. I guess some of these might eventually do blood increases. Yeah. Here's the impact. If your target is already stunned, you embrace them automatically. How romantic. Hmm. Common barbed cudgel. That is an upgrade, right? Oh, this is two-handed? Thought it was an upgraded version of the one we already had. That's a bludgeon. Okay, I see. This is a scythe. Weapon ability parry. Weapon ability parry. Interesting. Hey. Okay, this does a lot of stun actually. I don't need to use the we can use two-handed weapons just fine then. Ban of the Dragon. Concerning the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Soul. Very wary about the so-called scholars. Also like to remind our fellow members that the Brotherhood itself isn't ancient enough to have some mysterious traditions. One of them, according to some informants, could be the ritual of the so-called Ban of the Dragon. It seems that, in certain conditions, when the Brotherhood of St. Paul find a violent or bloodthirsty immortal, they call upon him this ban. What exactly is it? What if Swansea's going to ban everyone in chat? That's out of my control. This is totally not a boss arena. Sewer beast.
What sort of creature is this?
Pardon? Are we underworld now? Okay, I guess I need to dodge that, huh? Have a nice little snack of wolf. Oh, I don't have the embrace upgrade, right? Thinking I could embrace automatically. Yum yum. Delicious. The jump honestly seems like a waste of my blood right now. Like... Come here, doggy. One attack, claw. Ooh. Everyone got me. Dodge. Nom nom nom. Is he not dead?
Here's what's left.
There you go, leap kill.
Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
Nurse Crane's voucher. If you are sick, if you have no money, whatever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothea to get help. No tricks, no charges.
Some voucher for a free
I see.
checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to?
No tricks.
I really must find her.
Just sewer beasts. Can I not loot him? That's a lazy teleport. Then again, if I could teleport, I would never walk in my life. Sounds like that guy's having fun. How do I save him? Is he up here? Citizens to save. Careful, the endangered citizens may not survive the next night. Go check on him. Oh. He's fine.
I don't want to die here. I want to see the sky. Feel the fresh air.
Leap! Okay, bad call. I don't know how you switch targets. Like, it just said move your mouse around spastically, but it doesn't do anything. I feel like this game is probably better played on controller. It doesn't seem like they have like there's a few controller issues. Controlment scheme issues, I guess. Control scheme issues when you're playing with the mouse and keyboard. One of those is a word.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, you're safe now. Do you think you can reach the street by yourself?
Yes, I do.
Did he just...
Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating.
Yes.
I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Did he just entirely not see any of the giant blood claws or shadowy teleports? We're not a vampire, honest. Also, does this not cost any blood? No. Only absorbs one hit though. Okay. Reach Whitechapel. How far is this? That is quite close.
When I get back, I'll have a word with Tom. He's really pissed me off this time.
Who are you?
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me.
Right.
More interesting, one way or another.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Do we wanna... Okay, Cox, I wanna turn him into, like, a thrall of mine, right? Let's give him the medicine.
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally.
He'll be useful one day.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way.
We do.
And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favor.
Oh, we found ourselves a really good character to save.
Only the strongest survive, then? Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, oh, I like that.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive
So like you.
thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
What a wonderful man.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
Prepare to die soon.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I could say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys.
Wet Boot
One day,
Boys.
I'll leave this shitty
Wow.
place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
Quite the name. Wet Boot Boys. What do you mean, no relationships? He's the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. Well, even if he ends up being useless, he'll be a nice source of XP.
Now, Mr. Cox.
See if I can quickly make more of those remedies. Might come in handy. We can also level up. Although I'm not sure how I wanna... build this exactly. Where's our place? Oh, if we skip a night, something might... We make any? We can. Yeah, let's go with this for now. Sure. I think we're gonna wait for the level just in case there's like a story event. If we do it before the blackmail. Besides, I'm not sure what to spend it on yet, anyway. Because it specifically states a day passes, a night passes. I'm fairly certain that people can die and such. I don't know if you need to have seen them first. 18? Maybe not. $18? Are you kidding me? What level are you? You're about 11? $11 is doable, right? Oh, I can... Oh. Nice of them to wait. Ooh, he has a shotgun. Fancy. What is that? Mustard gas? Take a storm! How have you been, man? Haven't spoken to you in ages. Your king and country need you. So level 12 we can beat quite handily. Maybe we can beat up 18 as well. Let's try. Be a little bit dangerous. And life on track? Yeah. I understand. I understand. Hope things have been good. See, this could be... He's resistant to blood damage. Good first hit. This weapon seems crazy though. Just stun locking. I think as long as it's one enemy, we probably can't. Though they do get resistance eventually. Yeah, it becomes harder and harder to stun them. Wet Boot Boy's note. LB. He's as stupid as a stool, but tough. Well, was that him? No. Guess not. How do I...
No place for a gentleman.
I guess you need the stealth ability if you actually want to stealth this. But teleport here, they're gonna fire, right?
I said go back home.
Okay, I'm sorry.
A leech! A leech!
Okay. Fine.
Bloody vermin!
It's so nice of them to wait. I don't understand why that's a thing. I guess otherwise the bite would be really bad. But it is kind of silly. I like how the combat is picking up though. So I don't know if it's this weapon we have. It's just doing insane amounts of stun. 15. Does 10. Guess so. Because if it's one enemy, it seems there's no real way for me to die. Is there a bonus for killing anyone with the bite? No, I don't think so. We can try. I don't think there is. I think I've done that a few times and I don't recall anything happening. But you get healing and you get blood if you do so. So if you're lower on HP, it does help in that sense. We'll try though. Better rat. Sure, let's have a nice yum yum.
I can't believe I'm doing this. It's locked, all right.
Yeah, it just released Storm. So it's no surprise everyone is playing it. It seems fun though. I like it so far. And we haven't had that many single player RPGs of this nature. Especially vampire games. Like the last... Like Vampire Masquerade is a all-time fan favorite, right? Having a vampire RPG with the promise of actually having changing citizens and such is pretty promising. And so far it seems fun. Oh, I should have killed that guy with the bite. Yeah, let's go for this guy with the bite. I don't know if I like the dash. It doesn't really do much. So if we want to kill this guy with the bite, I have to start staking him. It's gonna be risky. Come on. Needs to be closer, I think. It doesn't do that much damage. This is not the optimal way to do this. Let's see if this works. No, you don't get anything. Petition letter. Mr. Bates must stop. Cardigan Bates. That guy had fun. Doesn't show up for the blood though. Well, that's Bates.
It's locked.
What do you do again? Been attacked by vengeful skulls, used to exploit as his tenants. Right, so kinda deserves all of this. Right. Yeah, I think some of the trailers they used in the past to advertise this game made it kinda confusing. How much it was an actual RPG and how much it was just a generic action game. Okay, here I could have just clawed him. What? Hello, Mr. Bates.
What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh,
A fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel, if you're quick and cautious.